Hi, my name is Tia, and we're going to be talking about what we just witnessed during the Nintendo Direct. Personally, to me, the Nintendo Direct was a little bit disappointing just in the matter that I didn't get to see the games that I wanted to see about, nor got any updates on the games that I wanted to see. But that's okay, because we got a lot of information about a lot of different stuff that a lot of different people are excited about. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Let's start with our 2-in-1 Xenoblade Smash character that was released. It's very exciting for the Xenoblade character fans. It's good to see. It's from the second game. We did get a little bit bait and switch at the beginning of that direct announcement. Unfortunately, a lot of people were thinking that we were going to get another Xenoblade game. Unfortunately, not the case. They were just invited to Smash. A lot of people were a little disappointed and very verbal about it, but it's good to see that we got another Smash character. A lot of people are saying another Smash character, another anime character, but honestly, I'm just excited for the long blonde hair and titties because who doesn't love that? It is a 2-in-1 character, which is meaning that she can switch between the two characters. And that's pretty much the only bonus, as well as it looks like we're getting another stage, which is relevant to Xenoblade 2. We also saw Plants vs. Zombies 3D edition. It's looking like a typical Plants vs. Zombies game. It's really exciting. We're gonna look at the different kind of playthroughs that are going to be initiated, kind of with the 3D modeling, what that's gonna look like. I haven't been excited about a Plants vs. Zombies game since I was in middle school, so that's really exciting. It's good to see that it's being ported onto the Switch as well. That'll make it accessible for a lot of people, especially since before Plants vs. Zombies was considered a primarily mobile and PC game. So it's going to be good to see it on console, and it's exciting to see what they're going to do with the 3D rendering and modeling of that game. We're also going to see a new version of Miitopia, a game that was very popular on the 3DS. It was a free-to-play game on the 3DS, but it looks like it's going to be a purchasable game for the Nintendo Switch. You've got a lot of upgrades, such as wigs and makeup, which look fantastic, as well as I really enjoyed the fact that you can spend time with your Miis, and your Miis are going to be really beneficial if you keep spending time with them, as well as that you can really make anybody the villain, which is kind of fantastic, especially if you have somebody that you're not a particular fan of, a Mii of them, or you can even make one and you can turn them into the villain. That's a lot of fun. I'm not sure why they made the horse such a big deal, but they definitely did. So I guess go horse fans? I don't know. But the horse is a big deal for whatever reason, so have fun with the horse, I guess. Animal Crossing is coming out with Mario items for the March 10th Mario Day for the 35th anniversary. That's releasing February 25th. The only cool thing that I can really talk about for that is probably the pipes. You can place 2 pipes and then they will teleport you to those different sides of the island, which is interesting. That's cool. I was hoping for more. We were all hoping for more. Animal Crossing is slowly dying, and I don't think that Nintendo is willing to bite that bullet yet, and it's willing to kind of add more like a DLC. That, or I think we might get a surge, a wave of stuff, but things like Pocket Camp make the Animal Crossing New Horizons smaller releases seem really underwhelming, while Pocket Camp gets almost like monthly massive updates of clothing, items, customizable objects, that kind of stuff. So it's really just like kind of ass the fact that their bigger release, the one on the Switch, we're not getting anything. We got to see Project Triangle Strategy, which is going to be this decision-making game. A lot of the game is going to be based off of the decision that you make in the game, whether they be positive or negative. You can interact with different characters to get different decisions and different possibilities through the story game and the game mode, and the story changes according to like the different input that you have on the game. There is going to be a demo that does come out. I believe that it should be already out when this video releases, as well as that there is going to be a survey that comes with that, so the devs can keep getting feedback on the game and keep hearing from you guys and seeing what you guys want from the game and that kind of stuff. Remember that Project Triangle Strategy is a in-game working title, so it might change on the demo, as well as that it might change throughout its process of developing, but that is what they currently released the title as. We got to see Monster Hunter Rise, which seems very exciting. I Personally, I'm not as exciting for it, but the graphics do look great for the Switch. It's going to be exciting to see a Switch port, especially since the last port that I remember from it was the 3DS one. That's the one that I played, as well as I played the PC one, and I enjoyed both quite thoroughly. Monster Hunter Rise itself didn't pique a particular interest in me, nor an excitement. But we're gonna see what that looks like, as well as what the crowd kind of feels about that. We also got to see Star Wars Hunters. It is a competitive online game. It's going to be set between episode 6 and episode 7. We didn't get a lot of information on it. We didn't get a lot of visual on it. We got a very, very short trailer. All we got to know is that it's a competitive online game, and it's between episode 6 and 7, so information already stated. Knockout City was a bit of a confusing trailer, but if you wanted a little more information on that, it's a dodgeball style game where it's going to come with different modes. It's going to be cross-play compatible. It's going to have opponent match types, which is going to be 3v3 or 4v4 or free-for-all. You can kind of pass and throw and strategize as a team to unlock distinctive crew-only rewards. It's going to be a type of game where either you can use the dodgeball or become the dodgeball. It's very different than what we're used to seeing, especially for the Switch, and especially that type of game style, but it is cross-compatible. So let's say if another friend has it and raves about it, you can get it on the Switch. You can work on it through that. We saw Ninja Gaiden Sigma. It's getting a 3-in-1 Master Collection release. The costumes and game modes are all included in the game. It's coming out June 10th. It is very exciting. It is a port that I personally am excited to see. The physical release of Hades is something that I'm also personally excited to see. I've already bought it on the PC, I've already bought it on the Switch, but I want the physical release of it just to have a physical release copy on it, as well as it's going to come with a downloadable code for the soundtrack. As well, it's going to come with a 32-page visual book with art styles and stuff that I'm probably just going to leave on my counter and let my company look at, but it still looks cool and I'm really excited to see it. And it's a really great Switch port, especially since you can do cross-play saving on the cloud, which is great. If you're a big fan of it on PC, it is really seamless to play it on the Switch as well, especially if you have a Pro controller. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is getting more game modes, which is really exciting. They're going to be coming out in waves, so that we're going to see here with an all-inclusive price of $19.99 USD. We're going to get more lore and more cutscenes, which is really exciting. We did get a little bit baited with information about Zelda 2, but unfortunately we aren't getting any more information about that. We might later this year. There is no promises or guarantees. Apparently they're still working on it, but as long as they're still working on it, honestly, I'm happy. But they did announce 10 years after the initial year release that Skyward Sword is going to be HD released on the Switch. It looks really cool. You're going to be able to play it with both the buttons and with the sword and shield as the Joy-Cons, kind of like you did with a nunchuck and Wii Remote for the original release. I'm going to prefer playing it with the buttons because I don't like getting exhausted or looking dumb while playing my video games. So yeah, it's going to be good for those who want the classic feel, but it's also going to be great for me to want to play it, because that way Switch lights and people who don't feel like getting carpal tunnel or tennis elbow are still going to be able to play the game casually. They're also going to be coming out with Joy-Cons that are going to be Skyward Sword HD themed. They're going to look in the style of the sword and the shield, which is really fun. As well, that's going to be coming with the initial release of Skyward Sword HD Remake for the Switch. That is coming all out on July 16th. We're getting a new Splatoon game, which is fun and exciting. That is going to be Splatoon 3, or so they tease. It looks like it's placed into what seems to be a dystopian future. There's going to be new weapons, new styling. We got a peek at the new main hub, as well as peek at Little Buddies, and that's going to be coming out in 2022. We got a look at Ghost and Goblins Resurrection, which is going to have local co-op play for the first time ever. That looks really fun. If you like platformers, that's definitely the game for you. Apex Legends is also coming out for the Switch. When you purchase it 2 weeks after the initial release date, there's going to be double XP, which is lovely. It comes with a legendary skin that's going to be only accessible through the Switch once you purchase it for the Switch. It's also going to be coming with a Mayhem Battle Pass to kind of catch seasoned players up to where you are, and especially non-season players up to where season players might currently stand. It's going to be cross-platform, which is now going to be something that we're going to be expecting more of Nintendo with, especially these bigger titles and these bigger online games. It's really exciting to see what Nintendo's all doing with the new online multiplayer port that they've purchased for themselves, and especially since they let the old one go, which is really fantastic to see. It means that we hopefully can see more modernized games on the Switch, and it means that there's going to be a little more of a competitive aspect aside from Smash towards the Switch, which is really great. We're also getting a great look at Mario Golf. I have not been this excited about a Mario Golf game since probably the GameCube one. It looks really cool. It's got a story mode. You can enter your own Mii. After you've played the story mode with your Mii, you get to unlock all the classic characters and play with the characters, which looks really cool. It's really exciting to see you being able to play it with not just the Joy-Con used as a golf club, but also with the buttons, which is really fantastic. Again, in case you don't feel like getting carpal tunnel or tennis elbow or something of the sorts, but also if you wanted to exercise more while you're playing video games, especially since it's fun to see our favorite characters in something that isn't just our typical platformers. Bravely Default 2 is a turn-based battle game that's going to be coming out soon. It's coming up with a brand new story, and people who enjoyed the first Bravely Default are going to be loving seeing it coming back from the second time. The creators of Danganronpa, a very popular and very controversial game, actually came out with a game for the Switch that we're going to be seeing later this year. It is called the World's End Club. It is about a group of students who wanted to play a game, decided that they were going to call the game off very abruptly, and when they went back outside, it looked like modern Japan went under the apocalypse overnight. It's a very interesting concept, very on brand for them. It's going to look and probably be really great and iconic as the games that they come out typically are. I'm personally excited to see it. I don't know if I'll play it though, but I'll definitely watch the content that comes with it. So that was my wrap up of the Nintendo Direct. I hope you enjoyed it. It gave you kind of an insight of this smaller video instead of watching the whole hour and 25. If you want to see all the details in the trailers that I didn't put already in this video, you can go ahead and check it out on the Nintendo website. They have the entire Direct up there. This is me just kind of summarizing it with my own opinions. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, fantastic. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and definitely subscribe. I'm going to be doing more of these gaming news wrap-up type of videos as we continue on. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure with this first video. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.